At 3:47 a.m. on November 23, 2024, a chilling 911 call from the luxurious penthouse of an Australian billionaire would lead to one of the most shocking discoveries high society had ever seen. What looked like a simple robbery quickly turned into something far more calculated. A crime that would expose a web of lies, deception, and betrayal. In this video, we uncover how a trusted lover living in a multi-million-dollar apartment in the heart of New York orchestrated a murder that shocked not just one country, but 2 continents. What was the real motive? Who was truly behind it? And how did they think they could get away with it? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will make you question everything you think you know about love, trust, and the price of ambition. This isn't just about money or power. It's about what happens when someone has everything, and still wants more. Sebastian Hart wasn't just rich, he was untouchable. At 50 he was a global tech mogul, the founder of a multi-billion-dollar AI empire stretching from Silicon Valley to Sydney. Born into a modest family in Melbourne, his rise was built on ambition, discipline, and ruthless decisions. By 2024 his net worth had crossed $3 billion. He lived in a penthouse above Manhattan's Upper East Side, a place of glass, marble, and silence. Private jets, exclusive events, powerful connections. His life was everything people dream of. But behind the success, there was something missing. And that emptiness would cost him everything. Lena Miller was the opposite of where Sebastian started, but exactly where he ended up. At 32 she was already making a name in luxury real estate. Smart, ambitious, and calculated, she knew how to navigate powerful circles. She didn't just work hard, she played smart. They met at a business conference in 2022. What started as a professional connection quickly turned personal. To Sebastian, she was exciting. To Lena, he was opportunity. And from the very beginning, she knew it. Lena wasn't new to struggle. Raised by a single mother, she learned early that life doesn't hand you anything. You take it. And she took every opportunity that came her way, even if it meant crossing lines others wouldn't. So when Sebastian entered her life, she didn't see a man. She saw a future. Their relationship escalated fast. Business meetings turned into late-night conversations. Dinners turned into secret getaways. Soon, Lena was living a life she had only imagined. Private jets, luxury villas, exclusive access to a world she once stood outside of. But while Sebastian treated it like an escape, Lena treated it like a destination. This wasn't temporary for her. This was everything. But reality has a way of breaking illusions. Sebastian never left his wife. No matter how close they became, no matter what he promised. Lena slowly realized the truth: she was never meant to stay. She was a distraction. And that realization changed everything. What once felt like success started to feel like control slipping away. Then came the moment that broke it all. While going through Sebastian's private files, Lena discovered something she was never meant to see. A restructuring plan. Sebastian was moving his assets out of the US, back to Australia. Cutting ties. Cutting her off. Everything she thought she was building was about to disappear. And just like that, the future she imagined collapsed. First it was anger. Then betrayal. But those emotions didn't last long. Because what replaced them was something colder. A decision. If Sebastian was going to walk away with everything, then she would make sure he didn't walk away at all. But it had to look real. A robbery. A home invasion. A tragedy no one would question. And just like that, the plan began. For weeks, Lena prepared. She studied break-ins, police response times, security blind spots. She learned how investigations worked, so she could stay one step ahead. She disabled the security system, created a fake entry point, planned every detail of the chaos. Because this wasn't impulsive. This was calculated. The night finally came. Sebastian had just returned from Australia. Tired. Distracted. Trusting. They had dinner. Talk like always. Nothing felt unusual. But everything had already been decided. Hours later, as he slept, Lena made her move. Silent. Precise. She picked up a crystal vase and brought it down. One hit. Then another. And just like that, it was over. He never had a chance. The man who trusted her most was killed by her hands. But Lena didn't stop. She staged everything. Scattered belongings. Broke glass. Created chaos. Even injured herself. just enough to make it believable. Then came the final act. The 911 call. Her voice shaking, controlled, convincing. Someone broke in, there's blood everywhere. Please hurry. She played the role perfectly. A terrified victim. Or so she thought. Because when Detective Oliver Harris arrived, something didn't feel right. The break-in looked staged. Nothing valuable was missing. And Lena seemed too calm beneath the panic. Too prepared. As the investigation deepened, the truth started to surface. Financial transfers. Secret messages. Hidden plans. And then, the final piece. A detailed record. Proof that Lena had been planning this for months. This wasn't a crime of passion. This was execution. Calculated. Precise. By December 2024, Lena Miller was arrested. The world watched in shock as the truth came out. The lies. The manipulation. The greed. And in the end, the verdict was inevitable. Guilty. First-degree murder. Fraud. Conspiracy. Life in prison. No parole. And all that remained was one question. Was it ever love? Or was it just a transaction from the very beginning? Now think about this. What would you do if the person you trusted most was using you all along? How far would you go to protect your future? And when does ambition turn into something dangerous? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because sometimes, the truth is far more dangerous than fiction.